Good evening and welcome to the World European Championships of Subbeuro Soccer. In tonight's action, we've got the Cockles of France taking on the England Lions. Goals, goals, goals. Goals to the left, goals to the right. All the shots, all the saves. Right here on BNN.
Wow, what the hell is this? This is absolute garbage. Where's my cousin Alan? I can't even believe they've got rid of Alan for this absolute.
Now what the bloody hell is this? What the... John!
Yes!
What the bloody hell's happened with the television?
What's happened?
I've had to try was on the television tonight. There's some bloody American fella.
Americans?
Absolute. What the hell is this nonsense? He's wearing a baseball hat on the television.
Unbelievable.
Ah, what the bloody hell's this? Where's Clive and Martin? I've just put a fresh bloody snag on the barbie and there's some bloody yank. Absolute nonsense, love.
And what the hell is this? He said there's Michael would be on the television tonight. And I put a fresh bottle of gas on and everything. Oh, this is absolute garbage. I'm not watching this.
Michael?
Barry?
Yes?
Barry, it's me, Michael.
Yes, I know, Michael. How can I help you?
Well, I've had an urgent phone call from my Uncle Peter in Real.
Yeah, okay. What did he say?
Well, he's very concerned because he's been watching some of the Subbeuro footage with the new American team. He says it's absolute, and I quote, garbage.
Tell me something I don't know. So what can I do for you, Michael?
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm just sat around twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah, same.
I wondered maybe if we could, gather back the team. Why don't we just go for it?
It's a lot of effort, Mike. Nobody's watching.
Yeah, but I'd watch it. Troy would watch it. Clive, Martin.
You know what? I'd watch it too. I'm in.
Brilliant. Right. I'll gather the team. We'll see you in a little while.
See you later, Mike.
Excellent work, ladies. And breathe and release. Excellent. Oh, hold on. I've got a call coming in. Hello?
Clive!
Martin, is that you?
Certainly is, Clive. How are you?
Very well. Just in the middle of a class, actually, but my time is yours.
As it always is, Clive. Just a quick one. Had a funny call from Michael Cohen.
Oh, yes? What did he say?
Well, he said that his Uncle Peter had been watching this American version of Subbeuro's.
Yeah.
Said it's absolute garbage.
Garbage?
Yeah, or as the Americans would say, trash.
Right, well, what does he suggest we do about it?
Well, I know it's a long shot, but he's asking if you'd consider sparing a few hours and getting the team back together, presenting the final.
Well, to be honest, Martin, we're a bit backed up next week.
Well, I sympathise, Clive. I had the very same problem last week, but prune juice worked.
No, I mean, I've got a busy schedule is what I mean.
Crossed wires there, Clive. Sorry about that. Well, look, I mean, I'm free. I'm free. It's the summer holidays, and I'd be willing to do it if you would.
Absolutely. Well, I think I can move a few things around. I'm sure Carol and the girls will be able to just miss a session or two. Absolutely. You let me know the time and date, and I will be there.
Oh, that is ripping news, Clive. I'm terribly excited.
Absolutely. Namaste.
And farewell.
And next here on WBBC One, the Subbeuro European Championships 2020. Well, hello and welcome back to an unexpected and certainly hastily assembled episode of Subbeuro 2020. We're here for the final between England and France. A day I don't think either of us saw coming, Troy.
Sorry, Barry, just sorting out my hair.
Okay.
Good evening. Sorry about that.
No problem, Troy. Well, Troy, may I say you're looking in fine fettle this afternoon. How are you in yourself?
Very well, actually. And a big part of that, I have to say a huge thank you to our friend Clive from Alive with Clive Yoga. I had a wee bit of trouble with my back, but I went to one of his prenatal yoga sessions. Wow, what a time we had. Took us into what he called the womb room.
Right. How did that work out for you?
Incredible. My fallopian tubes have never felt better.
Wow, I'm very glad to hear that, Troy.
Yes.
As for the game itself,
yes.
As I said, France cruised through the tournament, relatively speaking.
Absolutely, yes.
England really scraped and scrapped their way to the final.
They've had what I think most people would call a mare. Well, a wee bit of news here, and I believe a prediction potentially for the game, Barry.
Okay.
I went to visit my cousin Seamus, lives near Cork, and we went out to his farm, took us up in his helicopter, and as we're flying over, we saw carved, or should I say cut out into the grass, the following message. You're not going to believe what it said, Barry.
What did it say?
It said, France to win 2-1.
That was carved into the wheat.
Yes, and I believe there can only be one explanation, which is that the universe is trying to tell us something.
Well, sure. That's certainly.
I kid you not. Yep.
Stranger things have happened, Troy. Stranger things have happened. Well, with that in mind, and bearing in mind that I don't think the bookmakers of the nation would disagree with the universe on this one, let's go to Clive and Martin back, I'm pleased to say, in Wembley Stadium to find out if the universe was right. Will France beat the Three Lions, or will England overturn the odds and bring it home? With Clive and Martin, it's England against France.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a newly and wonderfully refurbished Wembley here for the final of the Subbeuro 2020 Championships. Wow, what a night we're in for, eh, Martin? How are you tonight?
I'm very well, Clive. Well rested after a few weeks with the students, doing a little bit about the Impressionist masters.
Absolutely. If you had to compare England to one historical painter, who would it be?
I'd probably say Bruegel the Elder, the great Flemish master, if I had to, Clive. Right, yeah. Well, beautiful at times, rustic, showing scenes of peasant life, but ultimately lacking in perspective.
Interesting. Well, England will be looking hopefully for a new perspective tonight, because they really have, what would we say, just sneaked their way through a few of these knockout fixtures, and they'll be hoping for a much better performance against a very strong French team.
Stumbling like a drunken uncle, Clive.
Absolutely. We're just seeing some pictures coming through here of the England team getting warmed up on a toaster by the looks of it. That's an unusual way of getting the body warmed up. But of course, anything works these days as long as it gets the body warmed up and moving.
As someone with that recent experience in the firefighting game, Clive, I'd say that's probably a bit of a risk.
I'm surprised they've been allowed to get away with it. Certainly in the new Wembley Stadium, you'd think they'd be very careful. The French going for a bit more of a bog standard warm-up, a little bit of circular passing.
Strange.
Yeah.
Kicking the ball.
I know, who'd have thought it? I think England have definitely got a much better chance with the old toaster trick. Wonderful stuff. We'll see which method works out best here. We're just panning around. We're getting some shots in here as well of the fire damage at Wembley. Still a little bit of damage in the corner there. They just had to tape a little section off. But fingers crossed that doesn't collapse during the game.
That'd be my neck on the block, I tell you that, Clive.
Absolutely. Well, Martin, as always, predictions for this game.
Well, I like to go into anything like this with high hopes for the English, but I feel that if we do pull it off, it'll be by a slight margin. What about yourself?
Well, I'm not really one to make a prediction normally, Martin, but given it's the final, why not? I think probably 4-3 to England.
4-3?
Yep, that's my prediction.
I think goal fest.
Who knows? We shall find. We shall find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in to the action. This is Kylian Mbappe here for France, darting forward early on here, Martin. Oh my goodness me, an early goal here for France, just 3 minutes in, Martin.
3 minutes too early, if you ask me, Clive.
Unbelievable. Well, what a disastrous start for England here. The French in absolute elation here, but they have put themselves up courtesy of Kylian Mbappe within 3 minutes. Well, the French have a corner here after just 10 minutes into the game. Oh, it's Kylian Mbappe again! His brace puts France 2-0 up. We're just 10 minutes in here, Martin. England are 2-0 down.
It's all over, Clive. They're going to win 10-0.
Well, let's not get too disheartened here, Martin. Anything could still happen.
It always happens like this, Clive. You know it.
This is Pavard here for the French, darting down the right wing, or the ring à droite, they would say in France. He's hoping to pass it across, I'm guessing here, Martin. He's taking his time.
Choppy stuff out there, Clive.
Oh, wow, that's a bit of a wayward cross, isn't it? Goodness gracious me, it's Olivier Giroud coming down the left wing here to try and mop things up here for France. Oh, it's gone in, and it's...
what are the defence doing?
Oh, this English defence is all over the shop. Get it out, boys, get it out!
It's like watching Skittles.
Oh, it's dreadful. Oh, and France have got the ball again here. This is Griezmann. Oh, he's missed it here.
Oh, a pig's breakfast out there, Clive.
There it is. Well, the third French goal has gone in. I think it was Griezmann in the end who got it, Martin. Blimey, it was messy, wasn't it? It was like watching an omelette being made.
Yeah, pretty sure Griezmann means grey man in some kind of foreign tongue, Clive. And I'll tell you this, it's turned my soul from a radiant golden sun colour to grey.
Indeed. Well, the English defending certainly is grey and dismal out there. I mean, what were they doing, Martin? They had so many chances to clear it, and yet they didn't. Well, we can see who's that on the floor there, Martin?
One of the chaps.
One of the English defenders there. They certainly...
Sol Campbell, I think.
I think he may have retired, Martin. Well, as you can imagine, the English team here just completely and utterly in shock. After just 18 minutes, they are 3 goals down here. The elation, though, on these French players' faces is plain to see. They're 3-0 up. But for England, it's looking like a tough ask to come back from this, Martin.
Yeah, they'll have to dig deep like a Chilean salt miner to get out of this one, Clive, and I can't see them doing it.
Well, a dominant performance from the French there. For half time, I'm joined by Mr. Michael Cohen. Good afternoon, Michael.
Good evening.
Good evening, in fact. Well, what's there to say about that, Michael? A really disheartening performance from England.
I'll be honest with you, Barry. Terrible. I'm starting to wish that we'd perhaps just stayed at home, to be honest. You know, Uncle Peter had just cooked up some beautiful Eccles cakes. We were going to enjoy them in his new awning.
That's lovely, Michael. I mean, that does sound lovely. What would you have with that Eccles cake?
I'm a fan of Stilton and Eccles cakes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll have to disturb you there, Michael. I've actually got a quick message to say that we're going to cut back to Wembley Stadium, where Clive and Martin have got what sounds like a pretty interesting update. Clive, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, thank you, Barry. Well, bit of an interesting update here. We've just seen a large Chinook helicopter come flying overhead, carrying what is labelled, a large box underneath labelled as urgent tapas. And out of the window we could see Pauline Pass, wife of Tony Pass Travelling Tapas, based in Northampton. Incredible, really. And then as the box has been dropped in the car park, we've seen 2 members of the SAS urgently rush some silver foil boxes into the England dressing room.
Startling resemblance to Ross Kemp, Clive. I'm saying nothing.
Interesting. There's a whole host of theories being bandied around him, Barry. But the only thing we can deduce is that perhaps the England team are having to turn to a nutritional change at half-time in order to try and reinvigorate themselves. Of course, we have seen already in the tournament that change to tapas did give them a boost in one of their earlier games. Maybe trying something similar tonight, Martin?
Yeah, I mean, they looked like jellyfish out there tonight, Clive, I think you'll agree. Jellyfish on the beach, ridden over by a child on a bicycle. That child, France.
Absolutely. Wonderful metaphor there from Martin. Well, they'll certainly be hoping that not for jelly, but for something a little bit more substantial.
Ice cream.
No, not even that, Martin. That'll be probably something like patatas bravas, chorizo, prawns, anything on a small plate.
You know those olives but they're quite spicy.
Yes, they don't want anything too spicy. You don't want to have an incident like Barry had famously in the World Cup. Do you remember that?
Popped it. Oh, sorry. Well, Barry, I think that's all we've got to say at half-time here. So, Martin, Clive, anything more?
That's all from us, Barry.
Yeah.
Back to you. Sorry, back to us, because it's us next.
Bye!
Well, and we're off into the second half here. This is Harry Kane on the ball. Oh my word, Martin! Harry Kane has scored from the halfway line. He has taken a goal back here for England. What do you make of that, Martin?
Talk about blazing saddles. He's absolutely caned that one off the seat of his pantaloons.
Unbelievable stuff here. Well, England with the dream start to the second half. They've at least got one goal back, and they look like they're desperate for more here. Harry Kane wasting no time in grabbing the ball and taking it back to the halfway spot. They're well up for this England
fire
team.
in his eyes, Clive. He's like a El Toro, the bull.
This is Henderson with a free kick here for England. Is that Harry Kane?
No.
Surely not. Oh, it's Harry Kane. More like Hurricane, because he has created an absolute storm on the pitch here. England now have 2 goals and they're just 1 behind here. Incredible scenes, Martin.
I won't lie to you, Clive. I've got a chicken's gizzard in my pocket. I've been massaging it all half. I think it's starting to work its magic.
Oh, wow. Well, England have a free kick here in the 85th minute, Martin. It really has to be do or die now. They are 3-2 down. This could be a chance here. Harry Kane here steps up. The man of the moment. Harry Kane. Oh my goodness gracious me, Martin has almost soiled himself. Harry Kane has scored here and equalised for England in the Subbeuro final. It's 3-3. Harry Kane with a hat-trick. Surely this man is set for a knighthood, Martin.
Arise, Sir Harrington Kane.
Absolutely incredible. The England players rush over. Oh, the elation is like nothing we've seen so far in this tournament. Absolutely unbelievable scenes here. Who'd have thought it, eh? Is that look like Gareth Southgate has thrown himself across the pitch there, Martin?
The gizzards are liquid in my pocket, Clive, and I couldn't be happier. Look at the scenes out there.
Absolute pandemonium. Oh, well, we've just mentioned Gareth Southgate launching himself across the pitch. Looks like he's been shown a red card by the referee and sent to the stands. Apparently, he's endangered the lives of players by launching himself across the pitch at such high velocity. He has sent to the stands. Incredible drama here. Gareth Southgate.
Apparently, common sense is dead in the modern game, Clive. The nanny state gone mad.
Gareth Southgate given a red card, sent to the stands.
He'll have the last laugh, Clive.
Right, this is Henderson darting down. It really is do or die for England. We're into the final minute of injury time here. Martin beside himself next to me. Jadon Sancho on the ball. He's the man of the tournament really for England. Jadon Sancho darting forward here. Oh my goodness me! Good grief. Well, as you can see, I mean, this is just unbelievable here. Jadon Sancho has won the Subbeuro 2020 Championships for England with a final minute goal in injury time. Oh, this is absolutely incredible here, Martin. Who would have thought that this could happen? As you can see, we are beside ourselves in the commentary box here. The England players rush across. They are just, there's only one word for it, Martin. Absolute elation. Unbelievable. They are diving into the goal here. Jadon Sancho's in there somewhere. He's probably buried beneath a sea of players. It's absolute and utter bedlam.
I once thought, Clive, that the birth of my young daughter was the happiest day of my life. Now she looks like a stain upon my existence. A stain compared to this game.
Well, I'm sure that young Claire will be pleased with that little sentiment, Martin. Well, as you can see, it's just sheer and utter carnage out there. The French players lay prostrate on the ground. They are looking very much fatigué, pas mal, difficile for the French team there. But for the England team, well, there surely can be no greater feeling than winning the Subbeuro Championship with what can only be described as a last gasp effort, really. That had to be one of the last kicks of the game, Martin.
You could look at the crowd, Clive. You could feel it in the stadium. You could feel it.
Look at the energy in the crowd. They are absolutely buzzing. Oh my word, we've not seen scenes like this since, I don't think we've ever seen scenes like this.
The Battle of Thermopylae.
Indeed. As we said, the French players utterly devastated. Even the referee there, a bit overcome with the whole scene. He's laying on the ground.
A French cousin, I'm told, Clive.
Oh, right. Well, the referee's whistle has been blown and the England players wasting no time in getting involved in the celebrations here, Martin.
Cheeky chaps they are.
Cheeky show, getting themselves a little beverage poured there. Looks like it's more head than beer, though, to be honest with you. But
that's the European way.
Well, we're hearing that the entire team is going to share an entire pint between the team, Martin. Goodness gracious, they're going
to be picking their brains out of the gutters.
Unbelievable stuff here for the England team. Absolutely incredible. Well, Martin, what a night. What a night. It's hard to put into words how we're feeling, really. How would you describe things after this tournament?
I now know how God felt on the seventh day as he looked upon his creation and rested, Clive.
Content.
Content. Proud.
Very much so. Oh, we're seeing the celebrations here. Gareth Southgate, really the man of the moment there. He's laying on the beer, laying on the floor of the glass there. He's probably just contemplating what an amazing job he's done. He's rising.
Like Lazarus.
Indeed he is. He's like Lazarus here, rising through the beer. Very symbolic there, because in many ways he is like Lazarus, as he has risen this team from the dead.
Yeah, wasn't many years ago that he was missing a penalty in a European Championship of his own, Clive. And now
indeed.
He's leading the team
Many
to victory.
people would have said that at half-time this team was dead and out, but somehow Southgate has brought them back. How much would you attribute to the change in diet, Martin?
98 to 99%, I would say, Clive. You and I are both fans of the Patatas Brothers. We've both seen its effects on our own lives.
Yeah.
I mean, it speaks for itself.
Indeed. We know how important it can be. Well, we can see England here being presented with the Subbeuro trophy. And what a trophy it is, Martin. Martin a bit overcome here. It's a beautiful thing, really, isn't it? And we can see the players here as they sit atop this wooden plinth. Just pure joy and absolute elation there. It's just incredible, isn't it?
I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime, Clive. I really didn't.
Incredible. Uncanny resemblance to the Jules Rimet trophy, that one, eh?
Yeah, for copyright reasons, Clive, I'm not going to comment on that, but the emotion speaks for itself, I think.
Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. That can be the only word I can use to describe that, Martin. What an incredible evening. To be honest, we've only just calmed down here. Martin's heart rate reached nearly 200 beats per minute at the height of the excitement there. Unbelievable. I was a bit concerned you were going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, it was almost a serious medical emergency, Clive, and it wouldn't be the first in my life, actually.
Absolutely. Well, it's just amazing here. It's an unbelievable way to finish what has been a truly memorable tournament for both of us, Martin. What have been some of your highlights?
Well, the first thing that springs to mind is the time that I made you that lovely turkey and fondue sandwich.
Oh, yes.
All those weeks ago.
That was delicious, wasn't it? Fantastic. Little bit strong and pungent, but most tasty.
Yeah, the smellier the goodier, as they say in Turkey.
Absolutely. Can't help but remember when you managed to explode your dandelion and burdock all over the sound
Well,
desk.
as you'll recall, Clive, I'd actually drunk 12 pints of Guinness with Robert Martins the previous evening, and my head felt like a nuclear bomb had gone off.
Oh, good times, eh? Yes, we do. If you're watching, Robert, we do hope you are well. What a fantastic night that was, eh? Great night in Baku as well, I must say. I've been to some beautiful places around Europe, Rome. We've been to Copenhagen. We've been to Wembley a few times now, but I must say Baku has to be my favourite, Martin.
The less said about that, the better, I think, Clive.
Well, we are, of course, lucky to be back here in Wembley. Unfortunately, Martin did have a bit of a pickle in the first England semi-final. But all is well, and it's been wonderful to be back here tonight to see such a fantastic event.
Yeah, I'm glad that they only raised the income tax by 5% on top earners to pay for the Wembley Stadium refit, Clive, or I'd have felt a bit of a Nelly.
Indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just about wraps things up here from the commentary box. It's been an incredible night here. It's been an incredible tournament. A huge thank you to all of you who've tuned in. It's been an absolute privilege for myself and Martin to bring you the commentary for each and every Subbeuro game. We hope you will join us in the future, certainly, and we'll be back in 2024 for Subbeuro 2024. It's going to be a blast, no doubt. So from myself and from Martin, it's a fond farewell, and we shall see you soon.
Goodbye.
Take care. What flag Scotland and we see you again.
Well, England, with the performance of a generation, bringing it back from half-time, winning 4-3, bringing the football home. I cannot believe it. I was on the edge of my seat, Alan. How are you feeling after that game? What a performance.
Unbelievable. I mean, we heard earlier about Peter's uncle talking about the American footage being absolute garbage. I tell you what I've seen tonight was absolute garbage. I mean, makes me sick.
Well, I tell you this, Alan, I've had enough. You're garbage, my friend. You are garbage. Because that was football.
Well, you can just...
Unbridled.
You can take your wee English accent, stick it right up your...
Yeah. No, I won't. And neither will the people of England, who will be rejoicing in their millions as England take home the silverware for Subbeuro 2020. From me, Barry Linker, and from him, Alan Johansson. It's goodbye, good night, and viva Inglaterra.
That was completely utter.
That is garbage.
That was garbage. We might have to do that one again.
Garbage.